Just kidding. Hi, everyone. Welcome to
Hello.
the Real Watchers live stream for July 8th, 2026. Hope you're all having a fantastic week so far. Kevin is, of course, my wonderful co-host.
Hello.
And my name is Garrett. Kevin, how have you been over the last week?
Pretty good. Just been watching movies, reading a new book, and that's basically it. So,
What
watching.
are you reading?
It's called. I got it from my local library. A Boy and His Dog at the End of the World.
Oh, all right.
It's very good.
Gotcha. Well, glad to hear you read it. I have a new book that I just haven't really read it yet. It's Between Two Fires. But as for me, as you could probably tell, I moved. I'm in a new location now, so take it all in.
Yeah.
But apart from that, we got a show to do. So let's go ahead and get underway. Get the music back up here just a little bit. Let's go ahead and talk about the film news this week. And up first, the big one, the first reactions to the Odyssey are here, and they are calling it a masterpiece and cinematic excellence. I mean, I'm honestly, some of these reactions are like Godfather, Lawrence of Arabia type reactions, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I knew we knew it was going to be good because it's Christopher Nolan, but
This good
though. I mean, hey, I'll take it.
I'll take it too. I'm excited to see it though, no matter what. Even if it was like maybe even mediocre for a movie or anything like that, it just looks like a summer blockbuster movie that I want to go see.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can get tickets yet. I'm sure it's sold out already, but I want to see if I can get tickets for maybe Thursday night next week. Would be kind of nice.
But, not in 70 millimeter though.
Yeah, that's gonna be sold out for sure. But next up, Kevin.
Yeah, next up, Obsession has now crossed the 400 million mark at the global box office, which is absolutely fantastic for this movie. Made under $1 million as well.
Made 4 under.
Yeah, 4 under. Sorry.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge achievement. This is, Curry Barker is going to be busy for the next lifetime of offers that he's going to get. Let's just hope that his next movie is at the same level of at least quality. It probably won't be as popular. Obsession was really popular word of mouth wise. So we'll see if his next movie can do that. I think if they're going to market it, they got to say this is from the director of Obsession.
Yes.
So. Next up, pretty big news though, off the heels of all the YouTuber success this year. We had Markiplier's Iron Lung earlier this year. We had Curry Barker's Obsession, and we had Kane Pixel's his Backrooms movie. But the next one, we already talked about Siren Head last week, coming from Zach Kreger. But this one, Amazon MGM and Steven Spielberg will produce a film based on the analog horror series The Mandela Catalog to be directed by the series' creator. Mandela Catalog being probably the most popular and most successful analog horror series on YouTube. And this is like, we need to pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because something's popular on YouTube does not mean that it will make a good movie. I'm not saying that this won't be a good movie. I'm actually more excited for Mandela Catalog than I am for Siren Head movie, right?
Okay.
This is, there's such, like, analog horror is probably, like, aside from the odd movie that freaks me out, like, Obsession creeped me out for one reason or another. Skinamarink is still the scariest movie I've ever seen. This has the potential, analog horror scares the shit out of me.
Okay.
And because it's so creepy and it's so effective at what it does, and to give it a budget like this and Spielberg producing it, it could have the potential being a very scary movie. And I'm just wondering how they're going to do it style wise, because analog horror is usually done through like broadcasts on the TV channel or like looking at old videotapes. So what's this going to be? That's the main question. So. Very exciting, though, and the fact that Spielberg is getting involved,
he knows where the money's going, though, but it's going to be these creepy pasta movies, which I think we'll talk about.
Honestly, it's how you get Gen Z and Gen Alpha into the theater. So, it's and that works with Backrooms and Obsession. So, it's a huge market they're going to start catering towards.
Which is good. Horror's been killing it lately, so. But next up, Evil Dead Burn Day, 81% on Rotten Tomatoes and 58% on Metacritic. I mean, I'm looking forward to this movie, so I am very, very. I just want to go see it. So
yeah, it comes out this week. So if I have the chance to go see it this weekend, I probably will. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Looks like it also has some lore implications for the Evil Dead universe. And I forgot to write this down, but Evil Dead Wrath just finished production this week, which is coming out in 2028. So they're going to have a year of post-production, which seems like a long time. But anyhow, but yeah, that looks awesome. I'm glad it's getting some at least decent reviews. I'm curious where Evil Dead Rise was at on like Metacritic, because I want to see if this is like par for the course or why is it not typing? Evil Dead Rise at a 69, so slightly higher on Metacritic at least, but it seems to be right along the same kind of style area. But anyhow. But on the other end of the scale, Moana sinks with its reviews, with a 36% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 45% on Metacritic. I mean, hopefully this is a wake-up call to Disney to just stop doing this. The live-action remakes, like Snow White, was a flop. Like I didn't think it was as bad as a lot of other people did. It was still bad, but it wasn't like egregiously terrible. This one looks egregiously terrible, because we don't need it 10 years later. We just got Moana 2. We're getting Moana 3 at some point. Like, we didn't need this.
No, it's too back-to-back as well. Like, it's... We always talk about superhero fatigue and how we had so many Marvel movies in a row and that depleted the market, and how they were some good movies, but it was mostly just decent. This is the same exact thing. I mean, I to be honest, I'm probably not going to go see it because of I already know the whole movie, and it'll get kids' reactions to go see the movie, but I don't think it'll do good the following week, I believe.
Yeah, this is something I'm going to wait for Disney Plus. And I hate saying that, because like I think you should go see movies in the theaters even when they're not good. But I mean, this one, I don't know. I don't want to give Disney any money on this one. There's only 2 live-action remakes that we need, and we're still not getting them, which pisses me off.
And we know the 2 because we always talk about them on this channel. So
Atlantis
and Treasure Planet.
There we go. But next up.
Yes. Speaking of creepypasta, the next VHS movie is titled VHS SCP. And it's officially crossed over with the SCP universe. So this is like all the images and stuff like that, right?
The SCP thing is enormous. Like, you look at how many people have gone off and doing their own thing with the back rooms, including Kane Pixels. SCP has like 800 times that in terms of the amount of stories. Because the idea is that SCP, which is the Secure, Contain, and Protect Foundation or whatever, is like a shadowy, above the government organization that finds anomalous entities and things like that, and seeks to contain them and study them and all that. And I think that honestly, where you can't really make like a movie universe, like a Marvel Cinematic Universe with SCP, even though I think it'd be really cool. Because the problem is it's not like an established franchise. It's just an internet. It's like an internet collective of storytellers. So there is no rights holder to this or anything. I think VHS is the right way to go, like in real life, because it's going to be short filmmakers making their version of SCP stories, either new or existing characters, and I think that that's really cool. I think that's
nice.
Really cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to be cool again because you said there's no wrong or right answer to this, but and there's also you can do so many things with the SCP and how eerie some of the creatures or whatever entities you want to call them are in this movie as well, or not in this movie, in this universe.
100%, and I can see like some body cam stuff going on here. I can see some analog horror type stuff because of like watching videotapes of interviews and such. There's a lot of different ways I can go with this, and it makes me excited.
Yes, exactly.
But next up, Disney is also now considering purchasing Lionsgate to win back audiences, which is a strange thing because Lionsgate hasn't made a good movie in probably 5 years. But essentially, according to Disney, they are losing their adult male demographic because a lot of their films have primarily either been attractive to kids or to adult females, or like it's not. They're not getting the adult male market right now, and they think that Lionsgate is the way to do that, which Lionsgate primarily serves that dynamic or that demographic. Excuse me. I don't think. I mean, you'll win back your audience with Doomsday. You'll win back your audience with Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Like,
yes,
you don't need Lionsgate. It's not a good studio anyway.
We're just going to get Jason Statham movies the entire time.
Yeah, right? Anyhow, next up, though.
Yeah, next up, Christian Bale and Leonardo DiCaprio is officially the stars in Heat 2, which I don't know if we needed a Heat 2, but I'm still excited to see it and see where they go with this. I don't even want to call it a franchise. This next movie in Heat 1, following Heat 1, because Heat 1 is a very entertaining and good movie. So hopefully it can just back it up with another good sequel. But, you know, we'll never know. We'll never know. I mean, we'll see when this comes out. It's directed by the director of the original Heat, Michael Mann. So this is at least going to be synonymous, a sequel. We don't know for sure yet, but it's got it's got two good lead actors. So nice.
And lastly here, Takashi Yamazaki is making his first Hollywood film with Ridley Scott called New. I can't tell exactly how it's pronounced, but it's set to be some sort of big budget sci-fi spectacle.
Oh, very fun. That would be very cool.
This might be the giant robot movie that he had talked about before. We don't know. But this is going to be his first Hollywood film after Godzilla Minus Zero.
Okay.
And, and Takashi Yamazaki is the director of Godzilla Minus One and then Godzilla Minus Zero coming out in November. So
very cool. Yeah, I mean, can't wait for any of his movies because of Godzilla, which is amazing.
Oh, yeah. And I know he's had meetings. He had meetings with Marvel. He had meetings with Star Wars. He had meetings with all these franchises because of how good and how well received Minus One was. So, I mean, the world's his oyster at this point. I hope whatever he does, I think is going to turn out good. So, But that is it for the news stories this week. Let's go ahead and talk about the movies that are hitting streaming, and I already watched one of these. Lee Cronin's The Mummy is now out on HBO Max if you missed that in theaters, Hoppers is now on Disney+. Crime 101 is now on Prime. Ready or Not 2, Here I Come is now on Disney+. They Will Kill You is now on HBO Max. Undertone, if you're a horror fan, Undertone is now on HBO Max. Would recommend, specifically Kevin and Nadia, we should watch it with headphones on because it will creep you out. Okay. And The Sheep Detectives is now on Prime, which I'm excited to watch that one.
Yeah,
family's gonna love. So.
Yeah. Well, and then didn't they say this is Hugh Jackman's like best? We talked about it last week. One of his
highest reviewed movies in his career. Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah, he's a very popular film guy, but he just isn't in things that are like universally well received, I guess. But anyhow, a lot of good stuff available this week. A lot of the movies that came out this year coming out this week. Yeah. So I would say of all of these, I'd recommend probably watching Hoppers, Undertone, and Sheep Detectives.
I'm going to say Crime 101 because it looks very interesting. I just never got a chance to see it in theaters. So
yeah, I didn't hear anything about it, good, bad, or otherwise. So maybe that's something I'll check out. But that's going to bring us to the trailers that came out this week. We had some pretty big ones. Well, one big one.
I would say two big ones because one of them was leaked and then they didn't want to put it out, and they always should put out a movie. And I really am excited, even though I'm not a big fan. I know of Avatar, but I haven't watched the animated series in forever. So, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm excited for it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think Dune looks incredible. Hope looks like it's going to be a bonkers movie.
Whatever the hell it wants to be.
And I got to say, I am not a fan of Avatar. Like, I've never actually watched it. It's not been something I've, really kind of been into. But the movie looks great. So,
It does.
But that is it for the trailers. Kevin, why don't you go ahead and take us to the box office real quick and give me just one moment.
Yeah. So box office is going to be number one with the Minions and Monsters at $37 million. I got Toy Story 5 coming in with $30.3 million, almost taking over that top spot again. Young Washington at 19.4 million, and Supergirl coming in at 8.6, unfortunately, and Disclosure Day coming in with 5.7 million. Very close to see that Toy Story 5 almost beat out Minions and Monsters for the number one spot, even though it's been in the theaters for maybe Toy Story 5 has been in theaters for 2 weeks, right? Or 3 weeks. Yeah, it's surprisingly close to Minions and Monsters. I thought it would be a little bit more of a runaway for Minions and Monsters.
Minions and Monsters is on it. It's the lowest franchise opening for the Despicable Me universe, which is kind of crazy. It also wasn't very marketed well. Like
no,
it just I never really saw any good trailers or anything. But I mean, Toy Story dropping to second makes sense because Minions is new, so you're gonna have competing, family movies over 4th of July weekend. Yeah. And then, I mean, Young Washington getting third place is I would say it's surprising, but you got all the patriots out there wanting to watch something.
Supergirl, 8.6 million. Didn't even hit
second week.
That's why it's already coming to digital or streaming. I just saw on Instagram or something like that, the end of this month. Oh,
pretty bad.
Unfortunately,
notable Jackass is not here.
I didn't expect it to be up there.
Immediate drop off, and then Obsession finally dropping off the top 5. It hung on there so much longer than I thought it was going to.
Yeah,
and I mean, 400 million at the box office.
Can't go wrong with it, right?
No. But let's go ahead and talk about the movies that are coming out this week. We already talked about 2 of them. We're going to talk about it again. Up first is Moana. It is the live-action adaptation of the 2016 Disney animated film Moana. That's all that it says on IMDb. That's all you need to know. Next up, Evil Dead Burn. After the loss of her husband, a woman seeks solace with her in-laws. As one by one they transform into deadites, she comes to discover that the vows she took in life survive even in death.
Ooh.
Very excited for this one. Definitely looks like it's going to be a good time. Up after that is Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass. When her fiancé uses their Celebrity Pass agreement, Midwest bride Gail Daughtry travels to Hollywood seeking revenge by pursuing her own celebrity encounter. This has a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Celebrity cameos. A lot of different people there. But the main actress played by Zoe Deutsch, who was the kind of lovable airhead from the second Zombieland movie, who's been in several things since. But looks like it's got some decent reviews, 69 on Metacritic. So, nice. And up after that is Night Nurse. A series of perverse scam calls unsettles an idyllic retirement community. A starry-eyed nurse becomes entangled with her mysterious patient. I believe this is a foreign film? No, it's a United States film. Okay. But yeah, it looks like scam calls to a retirement home in kind of some kind of one of the reviews says a perverse, seductive thriller.
Ooh.
So, hey, you had me at perverse. Just kidding. But that is in theaters this week, and that is it for all of those.
Yep.
But you know what time it is, Kevin.
It's time to play some games.
It is time indeed. We're going to go ahead and start with Flickle.
The one that started it all.
The one that started all the good, the bad, the ugly here.
That would be so funny.
If it was good, the bad, and the ugly?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. Let me go ahead and mute the music a little bit here. And let's see if we can guess what this is. I have a guess off the bat, but I want to wait until I see what the clip is.
Okay.
Worker at Broad and Locust Community Center. We pray for your soul.
Oh, no idea.
Is it maybe The Exorcist?
We pray for your soul.
No, this looks old, like
And
the
broaden
original
our
Exorcist.
community
No.
center.
No, like Exorcist 3 or something, like a bizarre one.
Social worker at Broad and Locust Community Center. We pray.
Exorcist 3 or Dominion?
Social worker at
No,
Broad
3.
Locust
It looks like a
Community
90s.
No, it doesn't look like. I want. Okay, I'll say. Oh, we'll go for
Social
it.
worker.
Okay, no. That gave me nothing. Oh, is this a Mark Wahlberg movie, The Invincible, where he goes back to? I think it's called Invincible.
Invisible.
No, Invincible. It's not The Invincible. It's just Invincible.
Life
Nope.
doesn't
Nope.
fit into little boxes that were drawn for it. Life doesn't
What
fit
the-
into little boxes.
Oh, this is not a. What the?
What
fuck?
is this movie?
What is this movie?
Oh no! This is fuck. Unbreakable.
Oh, the.
The M. Night Shyamalan superhero movie.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
That's the outfit he wears. Alrighty.
That was strange. That was all over the place.
That was painful. Alrighty. Next up is Framed, Kevin.
Yep. Ooh,
You know what
looks
this
like
is off the bat?
it's not the Sheep Detective. That's too new.
Looks like England.
Yes,
That
that's what I was thinking too.
United Kingdom somewhere.
No, I don't know it off the bat.
I'll go ahead and just say Train Spotting. Nope. It's something in England though, because that is an English pub.
Mm-hmm. It's not the cops in England.
No, it's not
Hot
Hot
Fuzz.
Fuzz.
It's not okay.
No, this is definitely newer.
It's the same shot.
Just a more close.
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
It has to be a football, soccer.
It's got to be a football movie.
I don't know it though. No, this isn't.
Yeah, I do not know what this
No.
is. The Football Factory.
Nope, never would have guessed it.
There's no idea. Other people said Train Spotting too. Alrighty, next up is Movie Grid.
This one's fun. I like Movie Grid too.
Movie
In the
Grid's a lot of
pyramid.
fun. Alrighty, director, actor Ben Affleck. We need starts with Q to Z and released from 2010 to 2026. I'm gonna go ahead and do the first one here.
Okay.
The Accountant.
Yeah. Is he in Crime 101 or no?
He is not. That is Chris Hemsworth.
Okay. He's in another like crime one.
He's in a lot of crime ones.
The Town?
Yeah, The Town.
Yeah.
Nice job. Nice job. And then 2010, 26. I mean, this is easy. Justice League.
The Schneider cut. Sorry.
Oh, I should have done the Snyder Cut.
No, but we got a lower percentage. That's okay.
That's fine. Okay, we got Vera Farmiga and Benedict Cumberbatch. So, Vera Farmiga, this one's kind of. Yeah, I don't want to do. I mean, we could do that.
Via Farmiga could be The Conjuring, right?
Yep. And The Conjuring. And then for 2010 to 2026, we'll just say the newest Conjuring. Makes it
Or
easy.
you could put Annabelle. Wasn't she in Annabelle Comes Home or something like that at the very end?
I think so.
Or do you want to go with the safer?
Let's go with the safer one. We'll go
Safer
with
one.
the newest Conjuring.
Okay.
Conjuring.
Conjuring.
Last Rites.
Mhm.
And then, okay, so what's something with Q to Z, though? She was in a Godzilla movie. She was King of the Monsters, but that's not Q to Z. I'm going to have to think about that one. Benedict Cumberbatch title contains the...
Grand Budapest Hotel. Isn't he in that one? No, he's in
Yes.
one of...
No, he's not. He was in the newest one, the Phoenician Scheme.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, which has the in the title. And then 2010 to 2026, I mean, come on.
Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
Strange. We'll say in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, because that's a better one.
just to be safe. No, the first one's better.
I like this.
Okay. Not saying you're wrong. I just think the first one's better. Q to Z.
Oh, the World War II movie where they have to deconfigure the machine.
Imitation Game, but that's
Oh, that's I. Never mind.
But there is one that was from last year.
Oh yeah, the roses. That's true. Mm-hmm.
And then Q to Z with Vera Farmiga. This is going to drive me nuts. I want to say I could take a chance here.
I say let's do it because I'm not getting anything.
I think she's in a movie called Up in the Air. She's in one with like an airport theme. Yes!
Yeah, nice.
9 out of 9. Let's go. Alrighty. Now it's time for the last one, Kevin.
Mm-hmm. The Pyramid.
Movie Pyramid. All right, first level, 1990 to 2026 with Edward Norton, Fight Club. You got any with Edward Norton?
I gotta think because I forget his role.
You said a movie earlier that you thought Benedict Cumberbatch was in.
The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Mm-hmm. That's a Kevin vote. I got another one. Moonrise Kingdom.
He wasn't in any other Wes Anderson, right? Or was he?
If he was, I can't remember the other one. But there is a movie in a very big franchise he was in. But he was fired after one movie.
What? Harry Potter. I don't know. The what? I'm not gonna know it. So. Oh, the Incredible Hulk. Was he the first one?
Yes, and then Mark Ruffalo took over for him.
Oh.
Alrighty. Title starts with I to P and Keira Knightley. I mean, come on. Pirates of the Caribbean. All three of them. We're just gonna
just do them all.
Just do them all. She's in all three. First word is the with Anthony Hopkins. I know one.
I need to look at their people's names because I don't, or their faces. The Silence of the Lambs.
I said the Elephant Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Silence of the Lambs is that one. Jada Pinkett Smith and a double letter word in the title.
I was gonna say G.I. Joe.
I know the movie, but I just need to see if it has. It does have a letter. Okay. No.
Double letter.
What's the last? Oh, okay. So that doesn't count. Fuck.
Bro, I know like G.I. Joe, and that's basically it from Jada Parker Smith.
I was thinking, what's it called? Matrix Resurrections, but that's not the third one. It's the fourth one, and she's not in that one. I know she's in Madagascar, but none of those movies have two letters. Crap.
Dude, I have no idea.
Do any of the Madagascar movies have that? No.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it sucks. Edward the Second Hulk. Yeah, that's right, Joey. Edward was the second Hulk. Eric Bana. Edward was the first MCU Hulk. Is what I was saying. But yes, Eric Bana was the first. Well, technically, Lou Ferrigno was the first. But if we really want to get into semantics. Man, I have no idea. What is another movie that she's in? Man,
I could not tell you.
Are we sure she's not in Matrix Resurrections? Well, and it's worth a shot, right?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, apparently she
Okay.
was. Is she really in Matrix Resurrections?
Is that how bad the movie was? You don't remember that?
Oh, I honestly wish that movie didn't exist. It shouldn't have existed. No movie has ever come out where it makes you feel like it shouldn't exist. It says she's in it. I don't remember her being in it.
Butcher have like a two sentence in that movie.
She just shows up in like a flashback or something, maybe. I don't know. Weird. All right. Well,
We did it somehow.
That's it for the movie games. Now let's go ahead and get to our favorite part of the show, Kevin, which is what?
It's where we talk about our movies, what we watched, and our wheel spins that you guys made us watch.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it, Kevin. This is the first week that I can think of.
No, I've done it a couple of times.
Okay, well, Kevin watched more than me this week.
Yes, I did. I
So
did
we're going to
watch more.
start with Kevin and go back and forth.
Yeah, so I wanted to watch like a summer action movie. So Point Break was on Peacock, so wanted to see what the hype was about. And this is just a damn fun, good surfer vibing movie. That's what I got from this. And Keanu Reeves is absolutely fantastic, being a California boy from the East Coast when he travels over here to be a detective. Really enjoyed the robbery scenes, the action, and how we get to know all of the characters in the surfing club, and we actually get to care about them a lot, just because they just want the thrill of the ride to just get the money for their passion that they want to do. The ending of this movie, I feel like, is really good as well, because Keanu Reeves' character knows what the main, I wouldn't even call him a villain, but the main protagonist in this movie is he is not going to survive the swells because of how big they are. So there's a very interesting ending to this movie, how they caught the guy but didn't persecute him in a way, but he went out on his own terms, which I thought was really cool and very different at the time as well. I just really loved the dynamic between Keanu and I forget the other guy's name, but it is the other cop, Gary Busey. Is fantastic. I really like their dynamic between the two, and how it all comes from the surfer gang as a conspiracy by Busey's character, which I thought was a really fun and little cool thing to go off of. So I gave it an 87 out of 100.
All right. Yeah, I really like the movie as well. So glad you heard about it. I know you mentioned having a good romance, and we all know the real romance.
What is it?
Keanu
Tell
Reeves
me.
and Patrick Swayze.
Oh yeah.
Movie's gay as fuck, and I love it. Next up, I watched How to Make a Killing, which came out earlier this year, and didn't get the chance to see it in theater, so I watched it here at home. And I think it's a perfectly serviceable comedy drama about trying to get a lot of money that you believe that you are owed. I think the film wisely gives us a lot of Glenn Powell here. He's good here, but not quite at the heights of some of his better roles, like Hitman, or I would say he was the best part of like the Running Man remake. But I wouldn't say he's at his best here either. I think Margaret Qualley is great, as is Ed Harris, but the rest of the cast is just okay. No one else really stands out, and the same goes for the story. The story is just like, it has some good twists and turns, and I legitimately just did not see where this was going to end, which I really liked. So I do give it credit for that. But at the end of it, I just kind of sat there going, okay, like it's fine. It's just nothing special. I think that's the largest problem with the film itself, is that it's just okay. I like everything, just nothing stands out. It hurts because A24 usually makes good stuff, And I mean, at the very least, like even their worst movies are still kind of, I would say they're like this. They're just okay. This definitely feel like if this came out in the 2000s or in the 90s, it probably would have been reviewed as like a hit, kind of like Trading Places or something like that.
Yeah.
But it also definitely felt a bit too long. I think that, what should have been the final climax came when the movie had 30 minutes left still. So kind of odd pacing, but not the worst thing I've ever seen, not the best thing, just nothing special.
Nice.
This is a movie your parents would like. That's probably the best way I can describe it.
Is it like a dark humor too? Comedy?
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like the people who are getting offed genuinely deserve it. They're terrible people. So
Yeah. My next one, I'm still doing the Fast and the Furious stuff because I love the series, but this is where unfortunately Fast and the Furious 6, it gets kind of a little bit too ridiculous. I still really enjoy all the chemistry and dynamics between everybody in the cast, and you get to meet Han and everybody like that again, and have like just a cool villain in this movie is Shaw, Owen Shaw, and he's really good in this movie at being just a villain to be a villain and not like having anything to do with anything else. He's just there to wreak havoc the entire time, and I really enjoyed that coming from a villain. You do get Hobbs in here as well, which I don't mind The Rock in these movies because it's just an action movie. I'm not looking for emotion or anything like that out of him. But again, it's set in London, which is another different country, which I think is really cool. But it gets a little bit too ridiculous with the stunts, with the tank, and how he jumps from one freeway to the other freeway, and it's not grounded anymore, and that's unfortunately the problem with this movie. So I gave it a 64 out of 100.
Gotcha. Up next for me, I saw it was free on YouTube, so I just watched it over one day, which was Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, which Kevin watched this as part of the Wheel Spin not too long ago. It's been so long since I've seen anything Batman Beyond related, and so it was cool to come back to this. It has some incredible Batman storytelling in it. Particularly, there's a flashback sequence which is so good, among some of the best Batman on-screen storytelling I think I've ever seen. I think that the world of Neo Gotham looks really cool here. The kind of cyberpunky, futury. It's not cyberpunky. It's definitely like retro futuristic for the 90s. But definitely like the way that it looks. It's well designed, and I feel like it stands out more than the show. But the voice cast is also impressive, with the return of Mark Hamill being of particular excitement. It's just not the most memorable piece to me overall, though. And after watching it, I think it's good. It's just not as good as something like Mask of the Phantasm, which is genuinely just one of the best Batman movies, period. It's good. I wouldn't say it's great. It just comes off as a longer episode and not really like a film. It could have used more time to breathe, I think, and not feel so rushed. But still good, though. And I do enjoy it.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Mine is Furious 7, and this one tugs at the heartstrings because everybody knows what happened to Paul Walker. He did not, unfortunately, finish this movie because of his untimely passing in the car accident that he had in LA. But it gives it a little bit more of a heartfelt moment because of that ending is absolutely, I think, perfect for somebody who was gone too early and who had so much impact on people's car culture and how it started and how unfortunately it ended. But I really enjoyed this movie because, again, it is getting very ungrounded in this movie. The stakes are too high, the action's way too high, but that ending kind of brings you down back to earth, which I really enjoyed. It's just an okay movie. I like the inclusion of Ramsey in this as well. She has like the funny kind of funny dynamic between Ludacris's character and Tyrese Gibson's character, which is really good. And it's if you like action movies, you'll absolutely love this. But I'm more of a car guy, and that kind of takes a backseat to this movie, which I did not enjoy as much. And it's 2 hours and 20 minutes, but I did not know it was going to be that long. So it could definitely cut some time off its pacing, because its pacing is not the greatest, but it's still really fun to watch. So a 77 out of 100 is what I gave it.
Gotcha. All right, and my last movie is Lee Cronin's The Mummy, which we just talked about, which is now available to stream on HBO Max. And I watched this on 4th of July because I don't know why.
Why not?
Just saw it was on there and started it. I think that this movie has some fun ideas. I think that the core narrative and the idea behind the lore of this version of the Mummy kind of story is actually pretty original. I do enjoy that. I won't spoil what or why or how or anything like that. But I did think it at least justified getting a different version. I also think that it's very effective with its practical effects and its body horror. Those things it's one of the more gross films that I've seen this year. And finally, I enjoy how it took itself seriously enough to make it feel at least a little bit more distinct from other versions of the source material. There's like really no humor in this. I mean, maybe from like a particular death or something, but like it's not like a funny movie. This is purely designed to be a scary movie. But therein lies the issue. This movie feels more like its inspirations than a truly original movie. This feels like Egyptian Evil Dead meets The Exorcist. And that's a weird combination because it has its core lore idea, which is very strong, but the rest of the film feels uninspired and lazy. And honestly, this feels like they had a script for an Evil Dead movie where they were dealing with an Egyptian deadite or something. And then like they canceled it and retooled it into a mummy movie. Like it's really what it seems like. It also doesn't help that the performances are bland. I mean, the parents are bad. Especially Jack Rayner, who just looks so emotionless as the dad the entire time. I mean, the only good spot in the cast, I would say, is May Kalamaui, who is an Egyptian actress. She was in the Moon Knight series. She's the one that became the other superhero next to Moon Knight. She's probably the only good part of the cast here. This movie is far too long. This movie is over 2 hours long, and it's paced terribly because of it. So I paused this movie before like a major climaxy type moment, thinking I only had like 20 minutes left. So I was going to go get a drink or something. And there was still over an hour left, which is nuts. This is one of those movies that actually would have been better if it was shorter. And I hate saying that because a good movie should never feel long, and a bad movie should never. A good movie should never be too short or too long. It's precisely what it needs to be. A bad movie can feel too long or too short. And this should have cut some of its loose storylines. It should have been more finely tuned. It's just a disappointing, I don't want to call it a mess, but it's definitely like, what were you thinking? Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So 38 is what I gave it. Not the best movie in the world, but one of you may enjoy it. So, I mean, I would still recommend saying, like, checking it out for yourself because the mystery involved is actually really interesting. So that's about it.
Very cool. Yeah, and the last one for me before we get to the wheel spins is going to be Night of the Creeps. And this is such a awesome horror movie with some great practical effects. And the characters actually kind of cared about in this movie, which is really funny to see for a horror B movie. I really liked how the slugs look, even though they look so bad in CGI, they just look cool. I don't know how to even explain it. I like how at the end when they are killing all of the slugs and how they have to have the flamethrower, which looks absolutely freaking awesome too. But you're gonna have your B one-liners, which are always in here, and it's just so much fun to put on and just look at it, laugh a little bit, but also be like, wow, they actually made something. Like I feel like nowadays we don't get these B movies that much anymore because of how mainstream everything is. And this takes me back to, I mean, I'm not this old, but it takes me back to be like, yeah, whenever you just wanted to make a movie, you kind of could have made a movie in this circumstance. So I really enjoy that aspect of it because it looked like everybody was having fun on that on the set as well. So I gave it an 87 out of 100.
All right. And that is it for our non-wheel spin stuff.
Mhm.
Did have a comment here from Joey. Did you watch the original or Tamer version? The original has Joker shot in the flashback, where the Tamer version has him electrocuted off screen. YouTube's free version is the original, so he was shot in the one that I saw, which was, I mean, the whole flashback sequence is just absolutely fantastic. So, all right, but Kevin, we got to go ahead and get into our wheel spin stuff. Why don't you do your short?
Yeah, it was Wabbit Twubble, and this was really fun. I really like the story of this. How Elmer Fudd wants to, not Elmer Fudd, is that his name? That's his name.
Elmer Fudd's the hunter.
Yeah, just wants to relax, and Bugs Bunny says, "Hell no, you ain't," kind of a thing, and it's really, really fun. The story behind it is awesome as well. Animation still peak at this point. I mean, can't go wrong with it. And you get his name is Chungus, right? Is that the Bugs Bunny one where
The
he's
big
fat?
Chungus thing.
Yeah, big Chungus thing, which is really funny. When I saw that, I kind of giggled out loud. But it's just a fun short 7 minutes. Wasn't too long, wasn't too short, and it got straight to the point. Really enjoyed it. 87 out of 100.
All right.
Mhm.
On the other end of the spectrum,
Yeah.
my short this week was Porky's Movie Mystery, and I was expecting something so much better here and just didn't get it. This movie doesn't really do anything, or this short doesn't do anything interesting with its premise, and it takes way too long to get started. Once it gets underway, though, and it's like truly into like what the short should have been focusing on, there's only about a minute or two left, and it's like, okay, and then like Porky is essentially in yellowface for this short. He's a parody of an old character called Mr. Moto, which was a Japanese man played by a white actor, which was already racist anyway. So I don't know why they had to make him that, and they couldn't just do Porky by himself. Who knows?
Mhm.
But yeah, it was just not that good. I mean, still good animation, but
That's it.
like a horror movie, you can't just have good kills. You got to have a good everything, right?
Mhm.
This you can't just have good animation. You got to have good. So
Yeah.
for me, it just didn't land, but it's okay.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. My Will Spin movie was Insidious, and this is the best one out of the franchise by far. It does get a lot of points because there are a lot of jump scares in here as well. A lot of people don't like those. I tend to enjoy them a little bit more, but it's still eerie and creepy even though when there's not jump scares in it. Patrick Wilson is fantastic in this movie. The kid who plays Dalton, not that bad in this movie either. He does get annoying sometimes, but it's when stuff is happening where it really he really shines when he's kind of like possessed a little bit. And then Lynn Shay, I think that's how you say her name, is fantastic as like the medium in this movie as well. Kind of going into that spiritual world and getting a lot of those scares in there. But I wouldn't say don't watch the other movies, but this is a good jumping point. And then unfortunately, he just gets jumped off a cliff after this, unfortunately. So, but I give it an 82 out of 100.
All right. My movie was Maggie from 2015.
Got an Arnold movie.
Yeah, and this is probably one of his best roles, dramatically speaking. It's an effective little drama set during a zombie apocalypse pandemic situation. This is a different kind of zombie movie because we live alongside the zombie pandemic. Like there's restricted zones and quarantine zones, but life pretty much goes on as it has been. But what's also really cool about this movie's universe is that if you're bitten by a zombie, it's not an immediate change. It takes longer. And so what that feeds into the drama of the film, where basically, you're losing yourself. You could look at this as like a dementia, kind of metaphor or any kind of like mental health one. But Arnold is fantastic here, honestly. Like, it's one of his better performances, and I think it's overlooked because the movie itself is just okay. But you really feel his struggles with dealing with a daughter who is bitten and is slowly turning. And I think he's really good. Also, Abigail Breslin is good here as well as his daughter. Someone kind of slowly succumbing to the virus. I will say that the pacing leaves a lot to be desired. This movie is very slow, which is fine. Like, I think I expected that going in. I knew this wasn't like an action-y zombie movie. This was a drama, first and foremost. but it's never a good sign that when your 90-minute movie feels like it's 3 hours. And I think that's the problem. I do appreciate the slow, deliberate pace when applied to a zombie movie, but I think in this instance, it was just a little too slow, a little too methodical. I think a better example of a slower zombie movie is this year's We Bury the Dead with Daisy Ridley, which was also like an emotional drama with zombie stuff going on too. But I think this movie's decent. I think it's a better film than most give it credit for, but it's still definitely like not the best movie of the genre by any means. So 62 out of 100. I think it's good. I wouldn't, or it's fine. I would say it's worth watching just for Arnold Schwarzenegger alone.
Nice. Very cool.
Alrighty, but that is going to bring us to the very end here. Still need to see, Maggie. If I recall, Arnold agreed to take the lowest pay ever of his career, so it could be made.
Oh,
And you know what? It worked because he's actually really good in it. And it shows that he was very passionate about doing this film, which I appreciate. Alrighty, but let's go ahead and get to the other part of what we got here, which is the wheel, Kevin, which is where we do what?
Yeah, it's where we spin a wheel of shorts and movies, whichever one we pick, or sometimes it lands on us and we get to pick for each other.
That's right. Kevin has one he's been waiting to give me for so long.
And it's not a short. You got it. It's a movie that I want to give you.
True. So go ahead and get in any recommendations. We'll give it about 2 minutes here. But Kevin, what are you looking for this week?
I got Insidious last week, which is still a good movie. I mean, I can always do we're doing our movie club, which comes out this Friday, which is movies before 1940. So maybe an older movie like that would be kind of cool to watch. Or even highly acclaimed like Wings. I don't know if Wings is on here, but something like that would be cool.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly down for anything. I keep saying it every week, but I'm down for anything. Let's see here. We have Green Street Hooligans from Joey. We'll get it added here. Green Street Hooligans is going to be our edition this week. I don't think anyone else is here, so I think we're going to be good to actually go. Let's go ahead and go to shorts first. I've got a short picked out for Kevin in case it's my pick.
I don't.
Well, let's see. Kevin, you're short. Pippi, Popeye, Poopeye, and Peepeye.
What the heck is that?
It's going to be so much fun for you to say next week, and I cannot wait.
That's a Popeye short. No, it's not.
We'll make that a Garrett one. Alrighty.
That is a Popeye short. Okay.
And we'll shuffle it up and spin for me. A star is hatched, which is for me. Good. We're getting a Garrett one out of the way.
Yeah, look at that. You have a lot on there.
Yeah. Alrighty. That is going to be it for the shorts. We'll go ahead and go to the feature-length films. Kevin?
Yes. I'm ready.
Let's get you a movie.
Give me the movie.
Yeah, that's a me movie.
No.
Shuffle it up. Spin it again. Where it stops, no one knows. Oh, gosh. And I get to pick for you. What kind of movie would you like?
I would say either classic or animated.
Classic or animated? Is this available on anything? I want to get you something that's on something else.
I mean, that's on streaming, you mean?
Yeah, I don't want to get you something that's like you have to rent. Animated or classic? Gosh. You're okay with other languages?
I don't mind. No.
Cool. You're gonna watch the 1964. Actually, no. When you say classic, how old do you mean?
what Wings came out in 31 or something like that, right?
Is Wings on anything?
Well, I'm just saying, just like it doesn't
Wings
matter.
is on Tubi. You're gonna watch Wings from 1927,
Okay.
the first ever Best Picture winner. It's on Tubi, so you're all good to go.
Nice.
All righty, shuffle it up and spin for me. Let's see what I get. If it's a Kevin's pick, I'm gonna laugh.
Please let it be. I have a movie. I just want the movie. Just want to give you a movie.
Foul Play from 1978. I believe this is a Joey movie because he always gives us the year.
A Chevy Chase movie.
Oh, it's a Chevy Chase movie. And Goldie Hawn. All right. Foul Play from 1978. It's going to be my movie. Maybe I will just watch the movie that you want me to watch, or are you going to save it?
No, I'm saving it.
Okay.
So.
All righty. Please don't do that. That is right in my ear.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all good. All righty. So, remove that off the wheel. Let me go ahead and save the wheel. All righty. So, Kevin will be watching the short Pip-Eye, Pup-Eye, Poop-Eye, and Peep-Eye, followed by the 1927 movie Wings. Looking forward to see what you think about that.
Yep.
And then, of course, I'll be watching the short A Star is Hatched, followed by the 1978 Chevy Chase film Foul Play. So those are going to be my movies this week. Of course, thank you all for watching and joining us. Of course, we do have the new movie club episode coming up on Friday. We're going to be checking out the 1939 film Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, which is continuing our theme of looking at movies from before the 40s, I believe.
Yep.
But yeah, before the 40s. So old classic movies. So that's coming up on Friday. And of course, we have this live stream every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you're already here, so you already know. But thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, everyone, as always, keep those eyes on the screen. Have a good one, everyone. Oh, it's the wrong button. Bye.